attack right there. It kind of helps out in a crowd, sort of. Not as much as I would have hoped, but it's reasonably effective. Jump and press the X button for the grinding. Press X to switch between grinding above or below the bar right here. So if you want to undergrind, you press X. Press X again while you're undergrinding to get back on top. So you just press X to switch back and forth between grinding above or below whatever the surface you're grinding on top of, if it allows it. On these wires, of course, it works great. These wires are colored yellow, which I think is kind of amusing. But it makes the wires very easy to... makes the wires a little bit easier to see in the clutter in these open worlds. So it's actually a pretty good visual indicator. Do like that, actually. So whoever made that decision to make the wires yellow actually did that was a very good decision. I'm glad they did that. And you can bounce off of these cars like trampolines, which I think is incredibly entertaining. It heightens the cartoonish action conceit pretty even more than it already does, which I think is kind of interesting. The game automatically turns on those little intersections when you're grinding, but if you press a certain direction when you reach a fork, like if a wire splits in two different directions, you press the left stick to switch directions. And here you can hold down the left trigger to aim, and that red reticle appears. This vinyl record shooter called the high fidelity gun, so it's a vinyl record shooter. Traditional cartoonish gun, like the dubstep gun in Saints Row 4. It's pretty effective against these OD enemies because they don't shoot back. The weapon isn't particularly strong, but I want to say 3 vinyl records takes them out. They're the 5 VAT parts. So basically they're all in one place. Follow the tracks down to the next crash site. Yeah, just tap B while grinding to perform a melee attack. But you gotta press the X button to grind on those railroad tracks right there. Like that. Like that. You gotta grind first, then press the B button to whack these guys while you're grinding. It works. I don't know if it's stronger than doing it from a standstill, but maybe it's a little bit stronger when you're grinding. Slightly longer area of attack. And yeah, she's joking about the red barrels. I've played enough video games to know what red barrels do. I guess the game's trying to say you can shoot them or hit them with your weapon to make them blow up like that. There you go. Saves ammo, too. Of course, it doesn't level up the way your regular gun does. Yeah, the narrator's telling me to shoot them before they get close. Yeah, there they are. They're the poppers. They're the little mutants with the explosive heads. You know, the Madball heads. Yeah, there they are over there on the right. So they're going to get close, and they're going to do an AoE attack. Basically, they're running grenades. They're suicide bombs. What do they call those things in Dead Island? The Suiciders? I guess that's pretty much what they are in this context. Because I'm able to grind down those rails by pressing the Y button? Actually, I think it's the X button in the Xbox 360. Got my vinyl gun right here. They bounce off of these enemies. I found out after the fact that they're very effective against these enemies that don't shoot back. You know, against these melee fighting OD guys. The weapon isn't that strong, but if you can use your vinyl gun to kind of get these guys before they get too close, you can do some decent damage in a crowd, because these vinyl, the vinyl records will bounce off of the enemies. Yeah, there's that. There's the respawn animation. It's actually incredibly amusing. We've had some interesting ones in this game. One Man's Trash. That's the name of this mission. It's the popper mission. Collect these VAT parts right here. We're going to need 5 of them. There's one more VAT part over there in the orange pool behind me. It's to my left. So I'll have to pick that up eventually. But yeah, they got the orange pop. Again, the cartoon aesthetic here is kind of amusing. You can see the game working. You can see the game kind of working overtime to keep things flashy. As you might expect from an Insomniac shooter. A third-person Insomniac shooter. But this is basically just a horde mode. My mission, of course, is just to get the 5th Probably don't want to melee a guy like that. He's going to get too close. He's going to blow up. Take you with him. I mean, the mission is to collect those 5 VAT parts, but apparently I spent more time trying to prevent myself from getting killed and overrun than collecting that final VAT part behind me to my left. That might be the last enemy right there. And that was my flaming compensator right there. Had to hold down the LB button for the weapon wheel. But then you press the right stick to select the weapon you want, and I chose a flaming compensator that time. Which was okay. I mean, it's reasonably strong. I want to say it is pretty strong against those OD enemies, so it's not bad. There's the last VAT part. That's the 5 I needed. Mission accomplished. I'm doing combos inside of this truck. Give me a second. I'm probably stuck. My combo meter's going up, so there's that. I'm stuck inside the truck. Oh, Insomniac, fix your crap. Wall run, handspring, wall run. Yeah, I'm doing all kinds of combos inside this thing. Okay, I lost my combo. Oh crap, we got a problem. High fidelity. They can't get inside, can they? Yeah, I'm stuck inside this truck. I'm stuck inside the truck. Let me get creative here. I'm stuck inside the truck.